Carl Jung never said INFJ. Here's what he actually meant. Carl Jung never used the term INFJ. He never wrote those 4 letters. He never made a quiz. He never told people to label themselves with acronyms. Yet, his work is the very foundation of what we now call ENFJ. But here's the problem. Most people who talk about Jung online, they get it wrong. They romanticize it, misinterpret it, simplify it to the point of distortion. Let's fix that. Let's go deeper to what Jung actually said, and what he really meant when he described the rare psychological type that today we try to summarize in just 4 letters. Now let's start with the truth. In 1921, Carl Gustav Jung published his groundbreaking work, Psychological Types. In it, he introduced 2 attitudes, introversion and extroversion, and 4 core functions of the human psyche: thinking, feeling, sensation, intuition. Each function can be directed inward or outward. That's the core of it. There was no Myers-Briggs, no 16 types, no INFJ. That came later from 2 women, Catherine Cook Briggs and Isabel Briggs Myers, who took Jung's framework and systematized it into what we now call MBTI. But let's be clear, Jung didn't design a test. He was a depth psychologist, more interested in the soul than statistics. What he created wasn't a box to categorize people. It was a language to describe the way we see the world and how we suffer when we don't understand it. So where does INFJ fit in? According to MBTI, the INFJ is introverted, intuitive, feeling, judging. But that's just the surface label. To understand what's really going on under the hood, you have to understand the function stack. Dominant, introverted intuition. Auxiliary, extraverted feeling. Tertiary, introverted thinking. Inferior, extraverted sensing. Let's stop right there, because introverted intuition is where the truth lives. According to Jung, a person dominated by Ni is not just imaginative. They are a visionary. They don't see the world as it is. They see what it could be. They live in abstract symbols, hidden meanings, invisible connections that most people never even notice. Jung wrote, "The introverted intuitive is not interested in the present, nor in external facts. He is focused on what lies beneath, the unseen possibilities." Sound familiar? It's not astrology. That's not fluff. That's Jung. It's describing what we now call the INFJ core. Let's be honest. The internet has made the INFJ into a brand. Mysterious, special, empathic, psychic, lonely genius. But Jung never said INFJs are more gifted. He never said they were empaths, saviors, or broken angels. They process life through symbols, through internal meaning. They may seem detached, dreamy, or even strange, because they're operating on a wavelength that's tuned inward, not outward. They don't live in the world's timeline. They live in patterns, sensing things before they happen. It's not because they're magic, but because their brain prioritizes abstract synthesis over concrete reality. And here's the kicker. Jung warned that this gift often comes with great suffering. Jung said that introverted intuitives are prone to isolation, chronic misunderstanding, emotional detachment, a sense of living outside of time. He didn't glorify it. He didn't call it rare and magical. He said, it's a difficult path. They're visionaries, yes, often misunderstood prophets, with inner convictions no one else can validate. He wrote, "The introverted intuitive has no language for what he sees. He is at odds with the world, and the world does not understand him." Sound dramatic? Yeah, but if you've ever been told you were too intense, too abstract, or too sensitive, Jung might have said, "You're not broken. You're just tuned to something deeper." But here's where things get dangerous. Social media turned the INFJ into a marketable identity, a badge, a personality brand. People say, "I'm an INFJ. That's why I'm so emotional. I'm an INFJ. That's why I can't fit in. I'm an INFJ, so I must be rare." But this isn't what Jung intended. His goal wasn't to give you a label to hide behind. It was to help you understand your psyche, so you could individuate, to integrate your shadow, to face your inferior functions, to grow beyond your type, not sit comfortably inside it. He didn't care if you were INFJ or ESTP. He cared whether you were conscious of who you are, and brave enough to confront what you're not. So if you call yourself an INFJ, ask yourself, are you using that label as a map or as an excuse? Because Jung would challenge you. He'd say, don't just identify with your strengths. Face your weaknesses. Come whole. At its core, Jungian psychology is not about typing people. It's about transcendence. The INFJ, in Jung's terms, is simply one possible configuration of the psyche. But no matter your type, the work remains the same. Face your shadow. Listen to the unconscious. Find meaning in the chaos. And become the full version of yourself, not the comfortable one. So no. Carl Jung never said INFJ, but he described the soul behind it in stunning detail. And if you truly resonate with that description, you don't need 4 letters to tell you who you are. Jung didn't label you. He saw you. The visionary. The lone observer. The one who carries meanings you can't explain. But don't stop at the type. That's just the beginning. Go deeper. Ask more. Shadow work, not shortcuts. Integration, not identity. Because the rarest thing about INFJs is not that they exist. It's that they keep going, even when no one understands them. Like and subscribe for more knowledge. Thanks for watching.